Hi, guys. It's Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. Today's topic is Stop Settling for Less. I invite you, if you have not already, to subscribe to the channel, like, and come with your comments. I love when you guys join in on the discussion. So let's get started with the best life crew song. Welcome, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates. Welcome to the show, guys. I welcome you guys here. Thank you so much. And of course, I want to start off by giving a shout out to my members. Thank you so much for being a member on my channel, each and every one of you. And we have a really good topic today. Stop settling for less. So let me see who's in the chat and we're going to get started. Hey, Miss Full Roller, welcome. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're doing well. I would appreciate it if you could share me out if you can. Thank you so much. So, guys, today's topic on stop settling for less. I wanted to do this topic because I see so oftentimes so many people, they settle. They settle in various aspects of their life. They settle for less when you should always want to prosper and do more. So, this topic today is to encourage you, to motivate you, to inspire you. I'm not telling anybody what to do. This is about feeding and fueling not only your mind, your heart, but also your spirit. Yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Full Roller. I appreciate you. So, yes, guys, so I'm going to get right into this topic about stop settling for less. Hey, GeoVlogs H-Town, welcome in. And of course, all my members of this channel, you're welcome to drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped in the chat. So I thank you so much. How are you doing, GeoVlogs H-Town? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming and being here. I'm very excited for this topic about stop settling for less because each and every day I see people who are settling for less than they deserve. I'll say that again. They are settling for less than they deserve. See, all of that usually is wrapped up within ourselves, sometimes because of life, because of circumstances, trauma, maybe the way you were raised. You were always not taught to believe that you deserve better or you could do better and have better. But this discussion is to build and encourage your mind and your heart to let you know that you can get better, you can do better, and you deserve better. So stop settling for less. Let's get right into it. We have 4 points that we're going to talk about today about how we can stop settling for less. And the first point that we have to stop settling for less when it comes to our finances. We know that finances can either cause us to be able to have or it can cause us to have less. So, why is it important to settle for less when it comes, stop settling for less when it comes to our finances? See, what we attract, what we believe is what we receive. I'll say that again. What we believe is what we receive. So maybe you are in a situation right now where your finances is low. I'll tell you guys, it's not about how much money you have. It's about what you do with the finances that you do have. See, a lot of times we waste our money. We don't we give our money away to people we know who are going to piddle it away, right? So when it comes to our finances, we have to stop settling and doing less than what we deserve. When we know we work hard for our money, we know that we're trying to make a portfolio and take care of ourselves and put debt in its place and use our money and finances the right way, we're going to choose to use our finances accordingly. So stop settling for less. And when I say stop settling for less in your finances, that means stop giving your money away to people. Stop wasting your money, okay? Yes, amen, Gio. Hey, Sister Anita, how are you? Thank you so much for coming and being here. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Yes, we have to stop settling for less when it comes to our finances, right? Uh, I'll use myself as an example. When I was younger, yeah, I had a low income. Yeah, I wanted to have more and do more, like travel or some other things that I wanted to do. But what was I doing with our finances? See, when we say we were going to stop settling for less, we have to learn to be accountable to ourselves, right? You got to be accountable for the things that you do. Be accountable to things that you say for yourself. When we say we're going to stop settling for less, that means we're going to be cognizant of our financial situation. Do you know what your bank account looks like? Do you know how much you get paid? Do you know how often you get paid? What bills do you have that's taken out? When you stop settling for less, that means you know about yourself and you know how you're going to stretch and grow and use your finances accordingly. We have to stop speaking things over our life like, I'm poor, I don't have, I will never have. See, it's all about how we project. How are you projecting? What are you putting out in the atmosphere? If you are already claiming over your life and speaking that you're poor, speaking that you will never have, speaking that you can't do things or you won't do things, that's exactly what you are going to receive. We have to stop thinking that we will never have. If you speak that over your life and you tell yourself, I will never have, I'll never have enough finances, I'll never be able to have the things that I want, that's just what you're going to receive. You're welcome, love. I'm doing well and having a wonderful day. That's great, Anita. It's so good to hear that. Join in on this discussion, everybody. Let me know, how will you stop settling for less? Hey, Camelia, welcome. How are you? Happy Sunday. It's so good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. Yes. Yes, guys, welcome each other. And all my members, drop exclamation point member. So when we say we're going to stop settling for less, number one point in our finances, that means we're going to use our money wisely. And I know that it's not easy. It's not easy because you see things and we want to shop and we want to do the right things. But if we want to plan for our future, so when you get older, you can relax a little more. You don't have to worry about debt. You don't have to worry about people calling you and asking you for your money. We have to know our own worth. When you know your own worth, you know, I'm not going to settle for less because I'm building for my future. When you know your worth, you know what you have, you know what you are, what you can be, you're not going to settle for less at all. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm just chilling. It's a nice day here in New York. Awesome, Camilio. I didn't know you lived in New York. I'm so glad you're having a good, relaxing day. I know my worth, so that helps me to not settle for less. Amazing, Gio. And that's the issue sometimes. Some people don't know their worth. They don't know they are worth more. And you are. You're worth more and you're deserving of more. You're deserving of an abundance and an overflow in your life. And you have to say that to yourself. I deserve the overflow. I deserve the abundance But with knowledge comes responsibility. When you know you want better for your finances, you're trying to pull in, you're trying to draw in more finances and better. That means you're going to take care of the finances that you do have. And that's sometimes where a lot of us we fall short because we blow out our money. We give money away, we waste, we don't know where our money is going. We just, if somebody asks, we feel that we have to give them money because they're asking. You don't. We have to learn to be responsible. We have to learn to say no to the things that is not good and healthy for us, that does not make us feel good in our spirit. Because what we are people, we are motivators, and we have a plan, right? You have a plan for your future. So you have to walk in the plans that you have for your future. We have to let other people make their own decisions. We have to let other people make wrong and bad decisions. But us, ourselves, we're going to learn that we're going to be responsible, right? We're responsible adults who know our worth, and we're going to take care of our finances so we can grow our portfolio. So, what we can retire earlier, we can travel, we can have more vacations, we can enjoy ourselves. All of that is stop settling for less. You deserve more. You deserve abundance, but it causes us, we have to, one, we have to plan. We have to make good decisions, right? And all of that is important. You can make good decisions. You can make better decisions, but we have to learn also that sometimes we have to say no. No, I can't loan you that 20, 50, $100. No, I'm not going to waste money on things that I don't need. See, as humans, we look at things and we want it. Our eyes desire things, right? Oh, I see that. Oh, my nothing's wrong with your phone or your clothes or whatever it is, but we feel that we need to upgrade to be like the Joneses, to be like our neighbor, to have a better car. You should want to upgrade because you can financially handle it. I'll say that again. You should want to upgrade because you can financially handle it. Okay? You have to be able to handle it. And that's why I say stop settling for less. And that means not comparing your life to somebody else. What somebody else's finances is not your financial situation. So don't settle. Don't settle. That's right. Okay. Camille says, yes, I'm in Brooklyn, New York. Awesome, Camille. I used to know my worth or what it meant or what it had to do with my life, and maybe some others don't know, but I really found out my worth through my therapist who led me back to God. Amazing, Gio. Yeah, sometimes, you know, being honest and transparent, sometimes we go through some periods in our life where we struggle with our worth. We struggle, we have our dark moments and dark periods, and times where we lack the support that we want and just don't feel that you are getting the things that you want in your life. But don't doubt your abilities, don't doubt your love for yourself. Is some lesson in there, because I always say there's always a lesson and blessing in everything you go through. Every struggle, every hurdle, every burden is teaching you, is healing you. Sometimes we have to allow ourselves to be broken down all the way to be able to upgrade into being a better person, better finances, better everything. Okay, I think I just read that comment. This is why I don't settle today. I really had to fight for my life to get back on track. Yeah, sometimes we get off track, it's human. We're human, and those who say that they don't get off track, they're lying to themselves. Everybody gets off track sometimes. Sometimes we don't make the best decisions. Sometimes we support people who we don't need to support, or people who don't do right by us. We stay in things longer than we should, but it's okay. You can get back on track. So we have to stop settling for less than we deserve. See, when we know who we are, we know that we can have more, we can do more with what we have, you'll make a change. See, we have to learn to get motivated and we have to get encouraged for what is ours. We have to claim our prosperity. So I'm telling you that today, claim your prosperity. You have worth and you have value. Learn to do better from our mistakes so that we can get to the next level. Exactly, Anita. See, sometimes we stay, when you maybe don't make it the best decision, maybe when someone hurts you, maybe when you're struggling with something in your life, you just stay stuck for a while and you lick your wounds and you're feeling sorry for yourself and you walk around with your head down and you feel sorry for yourself and you think my life will never change and nobody cares about me and nobody supports me. But that's the furthest from the truth. Sometimes you go through those struggles, those hurdles, those burdens. Sometimes you people get removed from your life so that you can be moved to the people that you need to be around. See, don't count everything that happens to you as something that's hard or something that you don't need. Everything that you have been through or are going through is putting you right where you need to be. You're right where you need to be right now. There's something for you to learn. There's something that maybe you need to heal from. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or somebody else for something that you have gone through. See, we can't get to the next level in our lives sometimes because we're so busy holding on to the past. When somebody else hurt us, when somebody else let us down, when somebody else disappointed us. See, you're settling, you're staying in the past, you're staying in that moment. And we deserve far much more for ourselves. You deserve more. So you got to claim it by learning to let go. Sometimes we just have to let go of things that don't serve us, and staying in that negative spot, staying in where you're angry at somebody for 50, 11 years, as my mother would say, whatever that means. You just stay angry and you just stay mad forever, but we have to want to do better. And see, that's where it starts right there. You as a human being have to decide, I'm tired of being angry, I'm tired of being bitter, I'm tired of not having the finances I want, and I'm going to make changes in my life that is going to draw in more. See, to get more, we have to make some hard decisions. We have to sometimes let some people go out of our lives. We have to allow ourselves the room and freedom to say, I can do better. I can be better. Give yourself permission to let things go. Let things and let people go out of our life that's not serving us. So stop settling. You don't have to settle. This is why I don't settle today. I really had to fight to get my life back on track. I know, Anita. I know, Gio. Learn to do better from our mistakes so we can get to our next level. Exactly. For real. We have to upgrade, but it starts with us, right? It starts with us. Hey, Glaive, how are you? So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're well. Yes, we're very valuable, but when you're going through a period of time where you're not seeing your value and your worth, you know, when you don't see your value and you don't see your worth, it's hard for you to want to do anything in your life because you're kind of stuck, right? You're kind of stuck. But it's okay. You can get unstuck. But you have to you have to claim that to say, I want to move past this. I don't want to stay in this negative spot. I want to do better for my life because I know that I deserve better, right? I hope my story can help someone else make it too. Yet you're doing it every single day, Gio. Every single day. Hey, boss Andrew 37, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're doing good. and happy Sunday to you. Yes. So now I'm going to get into point number two, guys, in relationships. Okay. How many of us, if we're being honest, we settle when it comes to relationships? There's two parts, and I'm going to start. We settle when it comes to our family. I don't know why, but a lot of times we feel that family is one standard and other people is another standard, and it's not true. We allow family to do wrong to us. We allow family to keep hurting us, to talk to us any type of way, and we just keep taking, taking, and taking. And you don't have to. You don't have to settle. Nobody deserves to disrespect you. Nobody deserves to treat you in a way that is inferior or outside of everything that you deserve, because you deserve abundance, because you are somebody. Anybody in your life, especially family, if they're not treating you in a nice way, they're not respecting you, they don't respect your time, you don't have to be around them. We have to learn to stop settling for less. We sometimes feel that because people are related to us by blood, that we have to accept all of their foolishness. We have to accept all of their drama. And I'm telling you here today, you do not have to settle for less. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to let your family members treat you disrespectfully. You don't have to let your family always put you in the midst of drama. You don't have to let your family always drain you when it comes to your finances, or drain you emotionally, drain you mentally, drain you physically. All of this really affects us. So stop settling for less than you deserve from family, because there's not two standards when it comes to our family members. Whether they want to accept it or not, we have to train people how they are going to treat us. And when it comes to our family members, sometimes they expect so much from us, just demanding actually that we do X, Y, and Z, demanding that we support them financially, demanding that we do this, and demanding that we do that. And you don't. You don't have to accept it, and you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. See, we have to learn to stand up for ourselves, and we have to stop allowing people who don't serve us properly, who disrespect us, who treat us unkindly, who abuse us, who don't value our time. It doesn't matter if that's a family member or anybody else. Don't let people treat you disrespectfully. And I'm speaking this out of a special place because for so long I allowed family members to not only verbally, but financially, emotionally, and mentally take from me. Take, take until you have nothing left. You have to learn to say no. We have to learn to say no for things that we don't support, things that we don't like, things that is disrespectful. Yes, stop settling for less when it comes to your family members. Stop settling for things from family members, because you don't have to take it. And you don't have to talk to family members just because people are related to you by blood. You don't have to speak to them. You can choose to not speak to them, especially the drama. You got you all who know, who understand this, you understand. Those who are always draining from you, pulling from you, they make you feel exhausted. They're so dramatic. You don't have to support that, or you don't have to support them. Interesting, we say that blood is thicker than water, but what is thick blood? A very poisonous situation that eventually will take you out of this planet. Miss Full Roller, that is so true. That is so true. Yeah, and it is true that they always say blood is thicker than water, but love doesn't show up to hurt us and harm us. I always say, if that's what family looks like, that's toxic. that's draining, that takes my finances, that doesn't support me, that is mean and cruel, that talks about me and backstabs me, then I'd rather be by myself. Hey, love to travel with Wave. How are you? So good to see you. Happy Sunday. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Me and Cupcakes just woke up from a nap. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoying your Sunday as well. That is so true about family. So I just moved to Vegas for 5 years. Laugh out loud. The distance was so much better. Sometimes I want to move back, but I am so much better at saying no. Exactly. Exactly, Gio. I say this all the time, e- especially when it comes to family members, especially family members. Don't let family take from you. Don't let family abuse you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. Learn to say no. Say, no, I don't like that. No, don't talk to me that way. No, don't, like you give me no support. And anything that is not serving you and treating you well, you'll do better without them. As the saying goes, you can do bad all by yourself, right? Hey James, how happy Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? Love to travel with Wave. Detach if it ain't right. Listen, I learned the hard way. I don't know. It's just something in me. Like when I love so deeply, but I had to personally learn that if when people don't talk to you kindly, especially family, they don't talk to you kindly. They demand money. They demand for you to do this and support them. But when it comes to you, they don't support you. They would never give you $1. They would never support anything that you have a part of. So to me, that doesn't look like love to me. And anything that is not looking like love, that's that you're settling and you don't deserve to settle. Hey Raymond, happy Sunday. How are you? It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and being here. I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Great. I'm glad you're doing great and joining on the discussion. Yes, welcome each other in. Okay, so I'm going to go to my next point. See, I spoke already about the first point, and the second point is relationships, and we just covered family. So, another thing that we settle for less in is when it comes to romantic relationships. Sometimes we get the idea that the person that you may like, that is the only person that you can have, and that's not true. People can talk to you and say, there's nobody that would want you. There's nobody that will like you. They'll put you down. They'll speak to you verbally abusive. They'll sometimes even be physically abusive. They'll take all your finances, just take, take, take. That's not a good and healthy relationship. We have to learn to clearly define what is healthy when it comes to a romantic relationship. They should be kind to you, loving to you, respectful. That's just general. If you're not getting general respect, general kindness, general consideration, that is not somebody you need to stay with. It's toxic. And I understand that sometimes people stay in romantic relationships because they don't want to be by themselves. But why be with somebody who is going to tear you down? You deserve so much better. You deserve so much better than just settling. You deserve so much more than settling. We settle and we just hold on to people and hold on, hoping that here's another big one. We think that we can change somebody. We think, okay, now they're with me and they'll change for me. You're wasting your time, your effort, your money, your mental space, and they'll never change. However, my dad always told me whenever you start a relationship, how somebody is, most of the time, people are going to get worse before they get better. It's just a reality. People are human beings, and you can't change people. You can't make people treat you better. If somebody, either somebody does or they don't, they're going to treat you right or they won't. Take a break. I did feel so much better. Yes, you have to. You have to take care of yourself. That's so important. And I'm so glad you took a break. I am okay, still sick now, helping my mom do her laundry. Well, I hope you feel better, Raymond. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope continued healing for you. Yeah, why do we listen to negative folks? Love to travel with Wave. You guys let me know in the comment section too. Why do we listen to negative folks? Why do we allow people to bring us down that rabbit hole of negativity, thinking that we can't get better, or we can't do better? You could do better, way better by yourself. You don't have to listen to the negativity from other people. You don't listen to the negativity, and don't allow people to treat you inferior when you deserve so much better. See, the underlying root, and a lot of it, is that we don't feel that we deserve better. We don't know ourselves. We don't know our worth. We don't know our power. See, there's so much power in our mind when we know our worth, when we know we are somebody, when we know that better things are ahead for us. Then you wouldn't settle. See, but when you don't know your worth, and you don't know your power, you don't know you're deserving, you are somebody, you're special, you're important, that you deserve respect. See, all of those things, when they line up, when you know who you are, when you know you're deserving, when you know you are somebody, when you know that there's better ahead for you, and things are going to happen, that's what you're going to draw in. But when you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're going, and people are manipulators. I hate to say it. Sometimes in romantic relationships, they're manipulators, and they see that your self esteem may be low. They see that maybe you have a good amount of money and finances, so they're going to use you, and they're going to put you down and take from you and take from you until you have nothing less, and beat you down, not only financially, maybe sometimes physically, and even sometimes verbally. See, that verbal abuse, telling you that you're nobody, and that you're ugly, and nobody will want you, and you'll never do better, and all of that. It causes us to get stuck. See, and we start believing the lie. We start believing when people tell us that, whatever they're feeding into our mind, whatever that toxic talk is, they tell us this. And after a while, when you stay around that negativity long enough, you start to believe the lie. You start to believe that nobody will like me. Well, maybe I am ugly. Well, maybe I am nobody. Well, maybe I'll never have anybody. Maybe I'll never travel. Maybe I'll never do X, Y, and Z, because we start believing the lie. And we have to stop settling for less. We have to stop believing the lie. We have to stop believing the lies that people say. See, a lot of times people are feeding into us what they possess on their own. So if they don't love themselves, they don't respect themselves, that's what they're going to ping pong off onto you. And especially when you start looking good, and you're taking care of yourself and your finances, and you're doing good in your life, people want to talk down about you because they don't possess that, because they're not taking good care of their health, and they're not taking good care of their finances, and you're enjoying your life, and you're emitting joy, you're radiating positivity, and you're doing the things that you want to do, right? And people are intimidated by that. When people look at you, and you're a person who is somebody important and special, and trust me, people can recognize somebody who knows their worth, right? People don't like that. People don't like when a person is a person of high value. They don't like when a person has a positive attitude and a positive mindset. See, that destroys them. It stamps them out because it makes them look at themselves inside, and they don't like to admit that they haven't done maybe some things that they want to do, or maybe they don't like themselves. So they try to put that onto you. I don't know why people do that, love to travel with Wave, and you try to tell them different or the real thing, and they get mad at you. They need Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit and a therapist. Yeah, well, I can tell you why. I personally believe that people do that because they don't know themselves. See, when you get more into knowing yourself, when you get more into knowing your worth, you know your calling, you know what you're good at, you know that you're deserving and worthy, and you have a high value. See, you try to start dropping off from anybody who doesn't, you know, is not in that same space like you, right? You attract what you believe, and you attract what you speak. So that's why I always say all the time, it's so important what we say. Are we the ones that are always talking about other people, or are we so busy in our grind, so busy in our hustle that you don't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing? See, when you say busy in doing what brings you joy, all you're doing is radiating. You don't have time for things that dim your spirit. It's all good, Miss Anita. Many folks' self esteem have been destroyed by the very folks, one's parents and family, who was supposed to nurture it as children. Yes, Miss Foroller, and that can cause so much emotional pain. See, when you started off with trauma and pain and hurt as a child, you never felt safe. You didn't feel protected as a child. I say this all the time. That's why you have to speak to your adult me. I tell myself this sometimes when I start to doubt or I fear certain things. I have to speak to my adult me, and I have to say, the adult me is here, Marlene, and the adult me is going to take care of the younger me. It's okay. You're safe now. You can walk through anything that you're afraid of. You can walk through anything that may cause you to doubt. It's okay. You're smart enough. You're strong enough. You're beautiful enough. You have enough power, not only of the mind and the heart, but of the spirit. So nothing that you want to do can hold you back. Nothing that you want to do can stop you. See, we have to learn to have that positive self-talk with ourselves when we doubt things, because sometimes for years we can struggle with that, the things that helped us, that not helped us, the things that hurt us, and we have to forgive them. We have to forgive them, say, that hurt me, but I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to believe that lie anymore because it is a lie. And we have to speak that out loud. Whatever they said, when they told me I wasn't this, when they did this, all of that was a lie. And I am speaking it out loud. And I am saying that's a lie. And I don't accept it. I no longer accept that because I know my worth and I know my value and I know that I am somebody. So I pray for them. I feel sorry for them, but I'm no longer going to allow that part of my life to stop me because the adult me is here. And this message is for somebody. The adult me is here, and the adult me is going to protect you. And the adult me is saying, Marlene, you can do it. The adult me is saying, Anita, you can do it. The adult me is saying, Gio, you can do it. The adult me is saying, love to travel with Wave, you can do it. The adult me is saying, Raymond, you can do it. The adult me is saying, Camelia, you can do it. Glaive, you can do it, right? We have to speak that out loud. Anytime you doubt, anytime you fear, anytime you start to go back in your life and say, this happened to me, you have to say, uh-oh, time to talk to my adult me, right? We have to speak to our adult me and we have to say, okay, inner child, inner me. I know it's bubbling back up to the surface because sometimes things come up to the surface with us. that we just struggle at times, and we have to talk to our inner child, and we have to tell our inner child, it's okay, you're safe now, you're all right, you can do anything that you want to, you're safe and protected, you can work on anything that you want to do. Speak to your inner child, let your inner child know it's okay. Tell your inner child, I'm here to protect you now, it's all right, okay, that they're not going to hurt you anymore. Now you have love. See, when I learned that, I felt like that was one of the most powerful things I had ever learned in my entire life. When I learned that, I said, Marlene, you have the power to love yourself. When you know that you have the power to protect yourself, even when other people didn't protect you. Say, but the adult Marlene loves you and you're okay. The adult Marlene has forgiven and let go of that negativity and that wickedness and whatever evil happened to you. The adult me is here, and the adult me says, I give you freedom to live. That's what I learned in therapy, and I was literally in tears. I had to give myself permission. I had to say, the adult me is here, Marlene. And the adult me is saying, live. The adult me is saying, thrive. The adult me is saying, claim your blessings. The adult me is saying, walk in your talents and your gifts. See, that's when we stop settling for less, and we're claiming what we know we deserve. When you know you deserve the overflow, you know you deserve the abundance, you're going to push out all that negativity, and you're going to only walk and receive what is good for the adult you, right? Life lesson. It's a life lesson. Don't be afraid to talk to yourself and support and encourage yourself. We have to learn to remember, be your own best friend first. When you know whom you belong to and cares for you, you won't be bothered. Yeah. Yeah, Anita. Sometimes a little bit. Sometimes it still bothers you, but you can carry on when you know who you are. See, a lot of times we struggle with things because we don't know who we are. We don't know that we deserve better. We don't know we can do better. There is so much empowerment in knowing we can do better, in knowing that we deserve better, in knowing that you are somebody, in knowing that you can go somewhere, in knowing that you can elevate your own mind, in knowing that you don't need anybody else to support you because you have everything and every tool necessary to be who you need to be. See, that's empowerment. It's like putting on a shield of protection that no matter what comes at you, no matter what tries to touch you, you're untouchable, you're unstoppable. See, we settle for things because we think this is all we can get. It's not all you can get. It doesn't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it's friend. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship. It does not matter. Anything that is not giving you the love and support you deserve, to separate from that. You don't have to settle because better is out there. When you let go of the things that is weighing you down, you can bring in and draw in the right thing. See, we hold on to things too long because we think this is all we can get. And once you drop that dead weight, now the good and the right people can be drawn into you. See, we attract what we think we deserve, what we believe about ourselves. And when you know and believe you deserve better, that's what's going to come at you. See, but you got to know your worth. You got to know that you can get better and do better. See, it's all about the positive mindset. It's all about knowing the power of your mind. When you know that you can claim things, you have the possibility to claim anything that you want. See, once you put something in your mind and say, I claim that's mine, whatever gift, whatever talent, whatever blessing, whatever it is you want to go after, you can get it and claim it. But you got to first put it in your mind and say, I'm getting that because I know I deserve it, because I know I can do it. See that right there? Just saying those words, I know I can do it. That's usually the issue with most. Most don't think that they deserve it. And that's furthest from the truth. You deserve anything that you want and you can do it, but you first have to believe it. See, I always say that God, he gives us all the tools and he tells us things, but it's up to us to know, to believe it. Do you believe what is put out there for you? Do you believe in your talents and your gifts and your blessings? See, you have to believe that. Nobody can give you self love. Nobody can give you self respect. Nobody can give you the empowerment of your mind. Nobody can give you that. Those are gifts you have to give yourself on a daily basis. Every single day, you have to give yourself the gift of love. I give myself the gift of forgiveness. I give myself the gift of, I claim my worth. Every single day is a reminder and it's constant. Every day, I constantly tell myself, Marlene, you're deserving. Marlene, you're able. Marlene, you're worth it. See, when you empower your mind like that, you can chip away at whatever is coming at you, whatever things that's being thrown at you, no matter what other people say, you can duck and dodge it because you're not allowing that to take place in your life because you know who you are. Know your worth, okay? Know it. Yes, you have to be a parent to your inner child. I have to do that when a certain feeling or trigger comes. But see, I made it. I won because I forgave them people. Now I am free to live. Yes, it's so much freedom that comes when you forgive. And not only other people, but we have to learn to forgive ourselves when you know that you have a talent, when you know you have a gift, when you know that you're really good at something and you don't do it because you're doubting, because you're fearful, you're scared, you don't think you can do it. You got to forgive yourself. Say, I forgive you, Marlene. I forgive you, Anita. I forgive you, Gio, for when you didn't claim what you can do. But it's okay. I forgive you for that. But right now, today, walk in who you are. Walk in your talent. Walk in your gift. It's yours, but it's up to you to receive it. It's right there out there. Each and every one of us has something that we're good at. Each and every one of us has something that we can do. But then it's up to us to put in the hard work to make things happen. See, that's what separates people one from another. People will just say they want to do something, but it's the people who will forgive, the people who let go, the people who hustle and grind and go after full force, no matter what targets or no matter what people say, no matter what other people do, they're going and they're doing. See, they're not settling because they stop listening to all this noise from other people. See, you gotta block out that white noise. You gotta block out your own fears and you gotta walk right here in today. You have to be present in your today. See, most they are still in the past. They still got all of that weight on their back, all of this weight on their heart because they don't choose to let go, because they choose to live in whatever year, whatever happened to you. See, they're still living in that year, but come into the present. And you come into the present when you heal, when you let go, when you forgive, when you know yourself, when you believe in yourself, when you know your worth, when you know you are somebody, and you are. So claim that. You don't have to settle for less, and don't settle for less. See, a lot of times we settle for less because we don't think we can do better, because we think we don't deserve an abundance and overflow. We don't think that. And so many of us don't want to accept that, but it is true. When you know that you can do something, you're going to go after what you want. See, it's not about being easy. That's the thing. Anything that you want to do in your life, it's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be hurdles and hills and valleys and all kinds of struggles that you're going to go through. Times where your finances is going to be really hard for you, or you're going to have physical ailments or something. Each and every one of us being human beings, we're always going to struggle with something. There's always going to be something to hit us, left and right and otherwise. But what is your attitude towards it? Do you have a warrior fighting spirit? See, this channel is about being a motivator. That's why I wanted to change this channel to Marlene Motivates, because I want you guys to be motivated to go after and do what you want, because you deserve that. So claim it, do it, and be it. And don't let anything, anyone, or anyone stop you. It is all about in your mind. Do you want it? Yes. Then go after it. Then be it. Okay? Then be it. That's it. Period. Yes. Yes. Period. Just be it. And this is I think what is this point? Point number 3. Stop settling for less when it comes to yourself. Stop settling for less when it comes to yourself. See, we will do and we'll bend over backwards. We'll bend ourselves into a pretzel for other people, for family members, for work, for all different people. For in a relationship, you'll bend. Oh, I got to do this for this person. But when it comes to us, the things that we need to do, taking care of our health, exercising, eating right properly, taking a break, taking a vacation, taking care of our physical person, will you'll downgrade on that. Oh, I don't have time for that. See, we make time for the things that we believe in. We make time for the things that we love. We take time for the things that's important. And what is more important than you? Think about that for a moment. You are highly valuable. You are highly important. So we have to learn to stop settling for less. Know your worth and your value. And because you know your worth and your value, you can't settle when it comes to different areas of your life, especially when it comes to you. We have to learn to put ourselves back on the table. I'm especially speaking to those who are parents. I'm especially speaking to those who play a role as a caregiver. You're taking care of other people, but are you taking care of you? When's the last time you took a moment, 15, 20, 30 minutes just for you? I speak about this all the time. You got to learn to celebrate yourself. Celebrate your wins every single day, whatever it is that you're conquering, whatever it is you're being successful at. Celebrate that and say, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for what you're doing. See, we got to learn to celebrate ourselves. We got to learn to pat ourselves on the back. See, that's what keeps us going. And sometimes we settle because we're looking for other people to give us that pat on the back. We're looking for other people to say, way to go, you did it. We got to do that for us. See, that's why we settle sometimes, because we're always looking, support me. Tell me I look good. Oh, tell me this. Oh, support me. Oh, love me. We got to do that for ourselves first. Put yourself high on the list. If you don't, you're just going to be a rug on the ground and be a doormat. Stop being a doormat to other people. Stop being a doormat to family members, so-called friends, your job. We got to learn to stop being a doormat and letting people treat us inferior, because you are not inferior. Know your worth and claim it. And let people treat you like you know you are, like the queen you are, like the king you are. And act like you are somebody who knows who they are. See, when you know who you are, when you know you're a king, when you know you're a queen and you deserve to be treated as such, you act differently. You accept differently. And you got to learn to push back from anything that is not serving you and treating you well. Yes. Hey, Scorpion. Happy Sunday. How are you? So good to see you. Thank you so much, Anita. Yes, welcome in, Scorpion. Let's see. Yes, thank you for dropping the emojis. I'm in this traffic driving to work. You all have a blessed day. Just want to stop by and give my like and say hello. Positive vibes always. Thank you so much, Scorp. Appreciate you. Okay. And I'm just going to cover my last point, guys. So we have to stop settling for less when it comes to our worth. I put this in a separate part from you because we settle sometimes when it comes to what we think about ourselves, especially those of us who maybe had a childhood or an adulthood where our self esteem was beat down. You were beat down all the time. You were looked down on. You were talked to in a mean way. You were not fed love and told that you're somebody, and you were not told that you can do things. See, this is for you. You are worthy. And we have to learn to keep speaking over it and saying it to ourselves until you believe it. So you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. Say it again. You have to believe in yourself or nobody else will. See, we have to claim our worth, know our worth, and we have to make the hard decisions that sometimes we got to make a decision that is just good and serves us. We can't be people pleasers, right? Can't please everybody in this world. So we have to go out there and make sure we're okay. You got to put yourself on the table. You got to serve yourself and do things that you need to do. And sometimes saying yes to yourself means saying no to somebody else, right? Saying yes to yourself means saying no to somebody else. And I know it's a delayed reaction that is going to hit somebody else maybe in a few seconds. But yes, you have to learn to say no to other people to say yes to you. Because not everything that people ask you to do, you should do. Everything that people say is not true. Some of it is a lie. Some of it is just a propaganda. Some of it is just speculation. Some of it is gossip. But anything that if it's not serving you, it's not upbuilding you, it's not encouraging you, it's not supporting you, it's not showing you love that you deserve, it's not being respectful of you, stop settling for it. Push it outside of you because you're a worthy human being. If nobody has told you that today, I'm telling you that today you are a worthy human being and you have things that you can do, things that it's just you that you're good at it. See, you are unique and a unique individual with talents and abilities. So never let anybody tell you that you don't have worth. People will tell you that because they don't know their worth. They haven't put in the hard work. They haven't forgiven themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't respect themselves. But you do. You respect yourself. Say, I love me and I respect me, and I'm going to do things that's good for me. I'm going to do things that's healthy for me, that's good for my emotional, my mental, my spiritual, and my um emotional well-being, right? So we have to do the things that is good and healthy for us, right? So claim your worth, act like you are somebody who knows who they are, and love yourself each and every day. So I'm just going to do a recap on everything. So today's topic was stop settling for less, and we can stop settling for less. Number one, in our finances, we have to know what we have monetarily, and we have to use our money in a way that is going to draw more into us. Number two, in relationships, we have to stop settling when it comes to relationships with number one, family, and number two, romantically. Both of them is good and it's wonderful if it's supportive and loving and kind. But if it's not, you don't need either of them. You don't need either of them. Stop settling for less when you deserve better and you deserve an abundance. And number three is you. Don't settle when it comes to taking care of you, what you need, what is serving you, what you deserve. Okay. And the last point is stop settling for less when it comes to your worth. You have so much worth within you, but we have to draw and pull up things. We are just like a well. So you got to pull up and dig down deep inside of yourself and know your worth. Know that you can do things. Know that you can manifest anything that you want. Whatever it is that you want, put in the hard work and you can claim it, do it, and be it. I thank you so much for coming to this Sunday Talks show. I am Marlene and I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I talk about positive, motivating, encouraging topics. And on Sundays and Thursdays, I go live on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I welcome you to come to the show. I welcome you to join in on this discussion just like today. And if you are part of my replay gang, drop me a comment in the comment section below and tell me, how do you stop settling for less, right? You can do it. You can do it. You don't have to settle. Hi, Avi. Welcome. You don't have to settle for less. You're deserving of the overflow and the abundance, but we first have to believe it. We first have to claim it. And we have to do something about what we believe about ourselves. I thank you guys so much for coming to this Sunday talk show. I appreciate each and every one of you. Walk in your abundance, claim your abundance, know your worth, know you are somebody. And I thank in each and every one of my members, each and every one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for being a motivator. And I, as Marlene, I want to keep you motivated. Thank you so much for coming, guys. And I will see you guys on the next Sunday talk show, Dose of Realness, or the Dose of Positivity. Bye-bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself.